Frankfort police are looking for two men they say robbed this restaurant and forced employees into the freezer before taking off.
A Hazard police officer is being credited for policing with her heart. And a member of Governor Bevin's staff is leaving to join Donald Trump's campaign.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
We are tracking some breaking news out of Casey County. Kentucky State Police and the Casey County Sheriff's Department say they are currently searching for a missing toddler.
For now, they are assuming that boy wandered off. He has been missing from his home on Upper Brushy Creek Road, again in Casey County, for about 4 hours. We have a news crew on the way there. We'll bring you an update just as soon as we get the information on that situation. Also, Little Caesars employees being forced into a freezer during a violent robbery in Frankfort.
It happened early yesterday morning at the location off Versailles Road. As Kristen Kennedy reports, the gunman stole cash and an employee's cell phone. It's our top story at 4:30.
Police say the men managed to get into a back door at this Little Caesars while employees were cleaning up.
Officers say the men had guns and told them all to get on the ground. They got one of the employees to open up the store's safe and give them the cash inside. When they were finished collecting the cash, Frankfort police say the pair ordered all the employees to get into the walk-in freezer. The pair, were told, ran away, and a canine tracked their scent to a nearby neighborhood. Officers weren't able to track them any further.
We don't have an age range on them or anything. They had their faces covered with ski-type masks, if you will. They were wearing gloves, pretty well covered up to try and conceal their identity.
Police say they haven't had any recent robberies, but they're not ruling out the possibility that these men are behind other crimes. In Frankfort, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Police say their description of the robbers is very limited. They did recover the employee's cell phone and a small amount of cash. They think the pair dropped it in their efforts to get away. Well, fall is quickly approaching, but it sure doesn't feel like it here in the Bluegrass.
I know. What happened? Where is fall? It's all sunshine and summer-like temperatures. Chris Bailey, what's with this on this Monday?
You know what? Summer, again, it's like the unwelcome house guest just overstays the visit for a little while, and it just keeps rolling on, and if anything, it may get toastier as the week rolls on. High pressure right on top of the Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley. Storm system to our east, storm system to our northwest. Sandwiched in between is that steamy air that is coming back into the Bluegrass state over the next few days. Now, steamy in September certainly is a lot different than steamy in July. You don't have all of the humidity, but you're going to have those temperatures that would be kind of fitting for the month of July. A lot of upper 80s. Defender Radar Network had a couple of sprinkles and light showers earlier into southeastern Kentucky. A lot of that going by the wayside. If you're out this evening, overall, it's a pretty nice one. Most of the region by 7 o'clock or so, as that sunset gets earlier and earlier now, should be dropping into the upper 70s. We'll wind up with the patchy fog developing already near the waterways by 11 o'clock with upper 60s during that time. Here's what we're working on. Summer sizzle continues, and it is mainly a dry forecast, though I do have some changes that start to show up into the weekend forecast, but only for parts of the area. We'll break that down when I get back in just a matter of minutes.
Chris, thank you. Another Black Gold Festival is in the books in Perry County.
And at the festival, a Hazard police officer went above and beyond the call of duty to help a young girl during a tough time. Lauren Osborne has the story.
A good deed gone noticed, and now many are calling her a hometown hero.
Really can't say enough about what happened.
Kept her safe that night.
Jessica Cornett was on patrol Friday at the festival when she noticed a mother intoxicated with her 12-year-old daughter by her side. After arresting the mother, Cornett stretched beyond the badge and tried to make a bad situation a little brighter, allowing the girl to stay in line for the rides.
So I just started watching the kid. I went around with the ex and I said, I'll wait for you over here. But she got on the tilt world. She's sitting in that ride by herself, and she's sitting there looking at me and she was crying.
So Cornett decided to ride along, eventually stopping the tears. For a split second, Cornett says she could tell the girl forgot about her troubles.
That's stuff I do every day. I mean, I don't see it out of the ordinary.
Police Chief Minor Allen says numerous people took to social media praising Cornett.
You know, some individuals was talking about how it touched them, you know, and it had brought tears to their eyes.
Going above and beyond the call of duty to reach the hearts of children. In Perry County, Lauren Osborne, WKYT.
And on the Facebook post, the Hazard Police Chief said he's always told his officers to police with their hearts and that they have never let him down. Well, tomorrow, the U.S. Attorney General will visit Central Kentucky as part of National Heroin Epidemic Awareness Week. Her first stop will be Madison Central High School. So far this year, Madison County has seen more than 30 drug overdose deaths. A Richmond mother who lost her son to a heroin overdose back in January is using a chilling tool, hoping addicts realize their addiction affects more than just themselves.
911, what's your emergency?
I need somebody at my apartment. My son is overdosed.
My story is not any different than your story. This could be your story.
And tonight at 6 on WKYT, why this mother plays the 911 tape of her finding her son overdosing, any chances she can get. Amber's at the live desk now with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on this story that she's working on for tonight at 6. Amber?
Sam, thank you. Heard just a snippet of that 911 call. We're going to hear more tonight, and it is pretty disturbing, isn't it?
It is very disturbing, but that's really the point of this mother. Her son overdosed in January. She got up to go to work, and she noticed the bathroom light was still on, and she knew immediately what had happened, called 911, and went from there.
And sort of all of those events have now led her to really spread her message to others, right?
Right. So over the next few months, she started to think, how can I, when she was speaking to groups, recovery groups, about what happened to her, she said, how can I get across to them the ripple effect that happens when it's not just the addict, it's their family and everyone around them that's also dealing with this. And so she thought, I'm going to play that 911 tape. So she started playing that at these groups, and it became a very powerful message for her that she's still doing today.
Let's hope for sure that is hitting home to some folks. She's doing this in a county that we know has been hit very hard by this drug epidemic.
30 overdose deaths plus so far just this year, so it's a very timely time for the U.S. Attorney General to come visit, and we're looking forward to that tomorrow.
We always thank those people who step forward and will talk to us about this and just help us understand around her. So we'll see that tonight. Miranda, thank you. Sam?
Amber, thank you. Governor Matt Bevin's spokeswoman is resigning to take a position with the Donald Trump campaign. Jessica Ditto will become Deputy Communications Director for the Republican presidential nominee. She'll work in New York with Jason Miller, Trump's senior communications advisor who consulted for Bevin's 2015 campaign for governor. Kentucky Blood Center giving one lucky donor keys to a brand new Toyota truck. Anyone 18 and older who registered to give blood with Kentucky Blood Center from June 1st through August 31st was automatically entered into that drawing. The lucky winner, Larry Taylor, who says he's been donating blood for more than 30 years. Last night's Emmys honoring the best in television. We have the highlights ahead on WKYT News at 4:30.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Happy Monday, everybody. Rolling through the final couple of days of summer, at least based on the calendar. Just ahead, we'll show you how summer is going to put in some more work into early fall. Look outside right now, a mix of sun and some clouds, and we start to see just a hint of some color showing up there in the mountains of southeastern Kentucky from this cam in Jackson. And you can see a little color, and over the next couple of weeks, we'll see that explosion of beautiful fall colors in the bluegrass state. You know what? That happens regardless of the temperatures this time of year. And those temperatures are still pretty warm. A lot of low 80s showing up into much of central and eastern Kentucky. A day started out with a lot of fog, a lot of low clouds, even a little mist floating around out there to begin the day. All of that going by the wayside now, full sunshine, and that's allowing temperatures to ramp up a little bit. Some cloud cover to our east, cloud cover to our northwest, but it's the squeeze play. You got a front to the northwest, got a front to the southeast. Right in between, nothing is moving. And that's the air that we are in across the bluegrass state over the next few days. A stagnant air mass this time of year really can heat up quickly, and that's what we're going to do as we go through the next few days. Let's break it down day by day for the next three. A little morning fog tomorrow, and it will burn away. I don't think it's going to be quite as thick as what we had this morning, but keep that in mind if you're out traveling early in the day. Tomorrow afternoon, it's warm again, some sunshine. Summer temperatures roll on. We should hit the upper 80s on Wednesday. Friday or Thursday, fall officially arrives by the calendar. Although it's still going to feel a lot like summer here across not only Kentucky, most of the eastern part of the country. Though on Thursday afternoon, there's a small threat for a little shower into southeastern Kentucky as that system across the Carolinas tries to inch its way a little farther to the west. Most areas, though, stay dry for the next several days. And for the next week, You got a small shower chance on Thursday, southeastern Kentucky, another little rain chance on Saturday, and another chance on Monday. So for the next 7 days, we just ask one computer model to say, how much rain do you think will fall around here? Pick out the numbers. Pretty puny, huh? And that's a pattern that we've been in for the past few weeks and will likely be in for at least the next few weeks. That carries us into October. Falls around here are typically dry, though lately we've had a few wetter falls than drier ones. This one is starting out very dry across Kentucky. Yesterday, though, southeastern Kentucky had a nice strength. The rest of the area stayed dry. All right, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's stop looking in the past. Let's roll forward, shall we? 5 o'clock into the afternoon. Temperatures middle 80s. Plenty of sunshine. Tuesday evening, upper 60s to around 70. Wednesday, rinse, repeat. Mid-80s, upper 80s by the afternoon, plenty of sunshine. We put it on autopilot, hour-by-hour forecast now, though it does show that little bit of a change on Thursday with a threat southeastern Kentucky for a shower or maybe a little isolated thunderstorm getting in the far southeastern corner of the state. And look at the numbers across the rest of the area. A lot of middle 80s that will show up. And again, those numbers may be skewed a little cooler in the southeast because of clouds than points to the north and northwest. So you're looking at your calendar and you're going, fall is here. And then you look at the forecast on that first full day of fall on Friday, and I've got 90 as a possibility. And all of a sudden you're thinking, yeah, fall is here. 84 degrees on Saturday with a cold front into town. Small threat for a shower or thunderstorm. I think we cool it down into the upper 70s to low 80s Sunday and Monday ahead of another front. But you know what? That's only normal for this time of year.
It's the new fall/summer. It's a new season that is upon us.
Yeah. Does this mean we can wear whites after Labor Day?
I think you can still wear them anytime.
Are we good?
Yes.
Are we good?
I think you're good. In case you were worried.
Fashion advice here.
Just wondering.
Thanks.
It's a Kentucky Proud Chew for a Cause event benefiting Special Olympics of Kentucky. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Fasig-Tipton today.
Former UK basketball player Tayshaun Prince is headed back to town.
He is here for a special event that helps out the Special Olympics Kentucky. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about at Fasig-Tipton with all the details. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at Fasig-Tipton where Thursday night these shoes will be filled because Tayshaun Prince, he's like practicing somewhere, and he's like out in Vegas. But he'll be here Thursday night, shoes and all, for a very special cause benefiting Special Olympics of Kentucky. Mark Berger is with us. And Mark, this is a fun event, all for a wonderful cause, and pretty cool that Tayshaun's participating in it.
It is. It's Chew for a Cause. It's a farm-to-table dinner, and we're excited to be hooked up with Tayshaun Prince. They came to us to get involved in this event. And all the money that we raise at this event will go to benefit our children and adults, our athletes with intellectual disabilities in Kentucky, and provide all sorts of different life-changing experiences for them. One of which was just last month was the opportunity to go to Connecticut to an event called the Dream Cruise, and they got to play basketball with Tayshaun and Rip Hamilton and a couple other things.
How did the athletes enjoy that event?
They thought it was incredible. Our athletes were from here in Lexington. They know Tayshaun. They could not wait to get up there and meet him.
So cool that he does events like this. Kaylin is with us, and Kaylin, you guys do this Chew for a Cause. This is like the inaugural event for Chew for a Cause. Tell us about this, and how will we progress through these different farm-to-table events?
So it's a spin-off from our Chew Dinner series that we do each month. It's completely Kentucky proud. We've sourced from 15 different farms. Christy's been running around all weekend getting food, and it's gone to Chef Cole. Cole's on Main. He's making the dinner on Thursday. Duck and waffles, some really great stuff. It's going to be paired with Old 502 wines, and the hope is that each year we can, continue this Chew for a Cause, of which 100% of the proceeds would go to Special Olympics, which is, it's such a great organization, and it's so near and dear to Tayshaun's heart. But even better, you're supporting local people, sourcing and eating local foods and beverages, and having a good time.
And Tayshaun, we call him a local guy, don't we, Ben, from Kentucky Department of Agriculture? He's still local, and he said he's going to be in visiting his in-laws from Versailles on Thursday. He's going to be around here. He's going to be a part of it. He's going to be shaking hands with folks who are here Thursday night.
Well, not only that, Dave Baker is going to be our MC, and so
who we happen to love too.
Yes, we do. We love David as well, and so they're going to get a really unique, intimate look into Tayshaun's career. So they're going to be on stage doing about a 10-15 minute interview, talking about all things Tayshaun. He'll probably give a little bit of a speculation on how the basketball team at UK is going to be this year, so people wanting that insight will get it. But it's a great opportunity, again, to not only raise the profile of these wonderful farm products, be able to benefit a wonderful organization like Special Olympics Kentucky, but also get the opportunity to get up and close and personal with one of the all-time legends of UK basketball.
It sounds like a win-win all around. How do folks get tickets?
Again, they can go to soky.org and look for Chew for a Cause. You can see Tayshaun with, I think, the UK basketball jersey on. You can't miss it. It's only $75, 100% tax deductible, and it's this Thursday night at 6 p.m. right here at Fasig-Tipton.
Get your tickets now, because from what I understand, there are very few left. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about preparing for the Chew for a Cause happening here Thursday night. Back to you guys.
Tayshaun Prince, one of the great ones.
Absolutely. So great for him to come back and give back still.
Kate Winslet returning to the big screen as a dressmaker, and the hottest stars in Hollywood come out for television's biggest night.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Stars of the small screen were glammed up for the 68th annual Primetime Emmy Awards at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles last night.
And here are the nominees for Outstanding Drama Series. Game of Thrones.
Veep won in the Outstanding Comedy Series category.
This is the second time comedian Jimmy Kimmel hosted the show. He kept the stars laughing.
He played O.J. so well, I now believe Cuba may have done it.
Disney marked the 25th anniversary of the film Beauty and the Beast with a special screening at Alice Tully Hall in New York Sunday night. Beauty and the Beast will be re-released on Blu-ray and DVD tomorrow. And Kate Winslet and Liam Hemsworth walked the red carpet over the weekend for a special screening of The Dressmaker in New York.
I wonder how she turned out.
Winslet stars as Tilly, a dressmaker who returns to her rural Australian hometown to get revenge on those who mistreated her while growing up.
And she manages to sort of eke information out of them and get her revenge on all of these people who made her life very difficult as a child. But at the same time, she somehow makes them all feel fabulous. It's really very clever.
The Dressmaker opens in theaters Friday. That's your eye on entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Man's best friend in a big-time competition over the weekend. Coming up, a look at the first ever Dog Olympics. I always thought that the fall season was too short in Kentucky. I wish we could expand it, just pull it out.
How do you like fall and summer wrapped into one? Because that's what we're in the middle of, right, Chris Bailey? Or about to be when Thursday comes.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of, overlapping the seasons. Summer doesn't quite want to go away. Fall doesn't quite want to. I guess fall is arriving fashionably late to our weather party. A lot of low 80s across central and eastern Kentucky, mix of sun and some clouds out there. High pressure continues to just dominate the weather, not only across the Bluegrass State, most of the Tennessee Valley, the Ohio Valley, and with that little area of low pressure off the southeastern seaboard spinning in place, you know what it's doing? It is creating a backlog of weather across the country. So nothing is really moving, so you're going to get the same old over the next several days, and each day that we go through the week, the temperature will be a little warmer than the day before. And before all is said and done, we could flirt with 90 later this week. So much for fall. Let's check in with live drive traffic. Here's Officer Don.
Looks like South Broadway and Haggard, they're working a non-entry crash. There are 2 cars involved and a little bit of a backup on outbound South Broadway, but we're clearing it. Not any major delays right now, 4 to 5 minutes to get past that one. The one at Tates Creek and Clearwater has just been cleared. Takes us to our drive times to Frankfort's 27 minutes to Winchester 26. Now back in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. The police called on a 3-year-old Dog Olympics and National Talk Like a Pirate Day. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
A woman in Arizona has called police to teach her young daughter a lesson about seatbelt safety. Michelle Fortin says it started when her 3-year-old refused to buckle her seatbelt during a ride home last week. Fortin then pulled over and explained to the girl why seatbelts are important. But the mom later decided that the lesson needed to be reinforced. So she called police in Scottsdale, and they were more than happy to come and back her up.
Yes, it was an extreme choice on my part to call the police, but I knew she was going to remember it. And I knew by hearing from a police officer who is a person of authority that my kids respect, I knew that was going to drive the point home.
So the strategy seems to have worked. Michelle's daughter, Camille, promised the officers that she would always keep her seatbelt on. Could be a lifesaver.
Yep, good lesson there.
Yeah.
Dog owners and their furry competitors embrace the Olympic spirit by taking part in the first ever Rio Dog Olympic Games this weekend. The competition featured dozens of dogs of all breeds, ages, and sizes competing for medals. Organizers said the goal of the Doggy Games was to socialize humans and their pets while celebrating sports. A 9-month-old beagle competed for the first time and won gold for her performance in aquatic jumping. The event, which organizers hope to repeat each year, concluded at the same time as the end of the 2016 Rio Paralympic Games. All right, if you hear your mateys talking about plundering and pillaging, don't shiver your timbers. I didn't know that was coming.
Don't you love it, matey? Once you shed blood and dole out cruelty, it's all to stop. Ah, it's a pirate's life, my lad.
Thought I had to get in the spirit.
That was good. That was good.
Thank you. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day. The parody holiday began more than 2 decades ago by gents called Old Chum Bucket and Cap'n Slappy. Facebook and Google aren't even getting in on the action. In pirate mode, Facebook users have a captain's log instead of a wall, and they don't search, they scour your scallywags.
You think we should do the rest of the news in pirate talk, you think?
Oh, it'll be the end of our professional careers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're probably right about that. We will not be doing that, but what we will be doing is the 5 o'clock news coming your way right now.